News 5, leading the way with a weather impact day.
Now you heard those words. It is an impact day. We have more scattered showers moving through right now. Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Stephen Albritton, and we have more on the way. Let's begin with meteorologist Sabrina Bates with where we are headed. Sabrina.
Hey there, Stephen. Yeah, it's very rainy outside. We had some of the rain last night into early this morning, and it is continuing really through the rest of the day for today. The good news is that we have one dry day ahead for this week. That's tomorrow. And then we have more rain as we head into Memorial Day weekend. And I know a lot of folks have plans out there, given it is the holiday weekend. We have Taste of Cincinnati, Reds games, a lot going on. So let's break down radar right now. I will say we have transitioned away from more of the heavy downpours and more of the storms this morning to more of those light rain showers, but it's not letting up anytime soon. So we're going to zoom in here closer towards downtown Cincinnati, starting to see some of that light rain move in from Cincy, even towards Norwood, Silverton, Blue Ash, and I would even say as you head towards the 275 loop, starting to see a bit more of that rain. Even north of the loop, you're seeing more of the steady light rain from Hamilton over towards Middletown. Now, I will say if you're on the east side of town, there are going to be a few more dry moments out there right now, at least from Georgetown, Augusta, Mount Orab, Winchester. A few brief heavy downpours have moved through Maysville and Manchester, but those are continuing to move off towards the east. And then we take a look here across northern Kentucky, and you can see we are really dry right now east of the split. But if you're west of the split, more of that steady light rain that's continuing to move up towards Lawrenceburg, Rising Sun, Vevey, Florence, and then we're eventually going to be seeing some of that light rain move in over towards Covington and Newport. There you go, some of that light rain continuing across southeastern Indiana, and it's even going to be across central Indiana. So very steady light rain for right now. I'm going to zoom this out, and you can see there are a mix of some heavy downpours in there, a few rumbles of thunder and lightning with this. I think that's a much better chance of hearing some of that thunder over into Kentucky. That's where there's the potential of some stronger storms. You can see we barely clip this, so since we're just right on the fringe, I think we're mainly just looking at any of that rain as we go throughout the rest of the day for today. Let's walk through our futurecast here. Again, some heavy downpours here or there, but I really think we're transitioning into this afternoon into that steady light rain. Definitely a nuisance rain and sticking around into the afternoon. We're going to head into the evening. I think there's still going to be rain showers, especially north of our area, northern communities, and then also towards southeastern Indiana. If you're farther east, I think you have more moments that are dry, but there's still going to be on and off scattered showers through the rest of this afternoon. And then our eastern communities from Hillsborough, Mount Orab, Georgetown, you see more of that rain as we head into the later part of this evening after sunset, and then we'll dry out as we go overnight. So today we still have some of those rain showers that'll continue through the rest of today, and temperatures are going to fall with this too, but Friday's another day with some rain, and we're also looking at rain as we head into the weekend. So definitely cloudy, gloomy outside right now. Winds, they are pretty light. That temperature sitting right around 70, and we're kind of just hanging steady with our temperatures right now with our rain that is moving across the area. If you have some of the rain right now, it is slightly cooler. But you'll see as we go into the afternoon, temperatures continue to fall. So we're going to be slowly decreasing here into the mid-30s by about 2-3 o'clock. And after that into the evening, temperatures continue to tumble along with some of those rain showers. So tomorrow on Thursday, that is going to be dry. We're going to head into Friday. That is another impact day with more heavy rain possible. And then Saturday and Sunday, there are still rain chances, on and off rain chances that we are going to be watching, but impact days nonetheless because it is Memorial Day weekend. So if you have any plans to get outside over the next few days, I'd say tomorrow is probably your best bet, your driest day. After that, we're going to be tracking those rain chances again as we head towards Memorial Day. Stephen.
Sabrina, thank you so much.